Hey y'all, we are in beautiful Branson, Missouri today, and I am in my local flavor kitchen, and today we are gonna make a BLT sub, and it is gonna be so good. First thing you're gonna do is set your oven to 350 degrees, and then you're gonna use this little, this is just a shallow like cake pan. This was actually my grandma's. And I'm going to take this and then a rack and put it right here inside there, and then the grease from my bacon will drip down in here. Now, you don't have to do this. You can just lay it right out here on the sheet. If you don't have one of these, that's fine. But I'm just gonna take my bacon and just lay it right on my rack. But it'll cook pretty much the same. It'll just be a little greasier. This way the bacon grease will kind of drip off into the pan. So that's what I'm gonna do, line this little rack with my bacon, and then I'm going to pop it in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. Now, you don't have to use the oven to cook your bacon. I just found that it is really easy for me because you can just set your oven, set the timer, pop it in, and then even if you forget about it, when you set your oven timer, it shuts the oven off, then it still just kind of crisp up a little bit, because sometimes I forget about things. I run back and forth up and down the stairs and forget about things, and I have forgotten some things. Oh my gosh, I can't even really tell you all the things I've almost done here, burned up, because I have forgotten about them. And then like put something on to cook and go upstairs and then get sidetracked and be, because I have ADD anyway, and then just go do something else and then come back down and it's just burnt to smithereens. So I have learned to set the timer on my oven to where it shuts off. And so the bacon is easy for me to do in the oven, because actually that's what happened. I was frying bacon in a skillet, and I thought, I just got to run upstairs for a second, and then certain things just started to happen. Somebody asked me something, and then it just went on, and just the bacon was powder, like ashes. So I don't do that anymore. But if you want to fry it in a skillet, it'll probably be good for you, because you can pay attention, like, because I can't. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make our mixture for when our bacon gets ready. So you can get a head of lettuce and chop it up, but I'm gonna just use this shredded lettuce because it seemed to be the easiest thing for me. I'm all about easy. We're just gonna put a little bit of this in here. I'm just gonna make a few subs for them upstairs. So do a couple of cups of this. And then I'm gonna do an avocado, and I love to use this thing here for my avocados. So this is another one of those little racks, and you can get them at the restaurant supply stores, or I think Sam's might even have these, but this is kind of a smaller one that'll fit right over a bowl, just like that. And then what I like to do with my avocados is take them and just mash it right into that rack, and it just makes little cubes, little avocado cubes for like if you're making a salad or your guacamole or whatever. So easy. And then you just bang it like that, or take a knife and do that, and it makes little cubes right into your bowl. So I'm gonna do that avocado, probably 2 of them. Now I'm gonna slice a couple of tomatoes up in there, or actually I'm gonna dice them. I'm gonna make them like cubed. But the other day I made this, and I used some cherry tomatoes because they looked so good. I was at Sam's, and these cherry tomatoes, oh my gosh, they were so good. So I used those the last time I made this. So either way, and I just can't wait for a fresh garden tomato. Oh my goodness. So I'm just gonna dice these tomatoes right up into my little mixture here. And I'm gonna do a couple of those, a couple of avocados, a couple of tomatoes, and a couple of cups of shredded lettuce. All right, so now I'm gonna put some coarse black pepper, probably about a teaspoon in there. No salt, because your bacon's gonna be salty. Your tomatoes are kind of acidy, salty. I just don't feel like you need a lot of salt, especially with the bacon. But if you want some, put some in there. All right, and then I'm gonna use some mayo. I love Duke's mayo. And we're gonna do pretty good heaping spoonful, couple. I like mayo and mustard both on my bacon sandwich, on my BLTs, and nobody loves a BLT more than me. That's one of my go-to, love BLTs. All right, and then we're gonna do some stone ground mustard, and I'm gonna do just a little, I think a little crusty of that went off in there from where it dried up on the end. I'll get that out of there. All right, and then just kind of a little squirt of that. And then I'm gonna give this a mix in just a little bit. As soon as my bacon gets done, I'm not mix it up yet. And I got these brat rolls. You can get sub rolls or Hawaiian rolls, whatever. They have everything, you know. And so I got these, but I don't think they're sliced. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice them. Nope, they're not. So I'm gonna give those a slice and get those ready. Just all the way to almost the end, just where it opens up like that. And if you wanna lay these out in a skillet with some butter and toast them, that would probably be really good too. Actually, we might do that. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take this butter and I'm going to go over my little griddle here in the middle of my stove and just put butter all over it, just like that. And then I'm going to lay these flat out like that and just get them toasted. Gonna be good. Oh yeah, toasting them buns. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, our bacon looks great. So I'm gonna let this cool off and then we're gonna give it a little chop. All right, I'm just gonna give it like a rough chop. And I like my bacon crispy on my bacon sandwiches, but I'm not gonna cook it as crispy for this because I'm making it for some other people too. And a lot of people don't like their bacon as crispy as I do. So just like that, just give it a rough chop like that. And now I'm gonna put it into the salad. Just gonna pop it in here. Just lock that and give her a stir. And get it really good and mixed up. Or mixed up really good. However you say that. Get it mixed up really good. Just like that. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look yummy? Ooh, so good. All right, now I'm going to stuff my little hoagie buns here, or whatever these are. I can't remember what. Oh, brat buns. I'm gonna stuff my brat buns. Just like that. Let me mash it down in here a little better. Just like that. And I'm gonna cut these in half. And I'm gonna put them on a plate. And then I'm gonna plate them up. Now let's give it a try. It's a little, I just kind of cut them in half. So I'm gonna take them upstairs and let everybody else try them. So they would be great for a party too. Y'all gotta make these. It is so good. So good.